Peace, peace, peace. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know, it's your boy vicslanghope. And I got another little, I don't want to say it's an interview, but it's like a conversation with me and my boy, YP. So, so we had a conversation last time. This is gonna be a part two of our conversation from last time. Last time we didn't really get to really talk much. He having a little technical difficulties. My man acting like he just came home. So I'm waiting on him. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you. Uh, thank you. I appreciate it. So I'm waiting on my boy right now, YP. I met this dude while I was in Rikers Island. So I'm just waiting on him right now. He having a little technical difficulty. So y'all bear with me.
I just got to copy link and put it on top of the Google search bar or something.
See, he having issues. I think maybe I gotta send this to him another way. Hold on. My bad, y'all. Having technical difficulties. But anyway, I met this dude when we was locked up. So boom. I met this dude when we was locked up, and he was a good dude. And he's just kind of doing different things. I mean, I ain't there with him, so I don't know what I don't really know what he really be doing. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, he getting, he getting his life. It seems like he getting his life together, and he out there doing, positive things. He doing different things than kind of like the things that we used to do. He also was banging. Okay. He in the building.
That kid, man. Hopefully, his shit don't make mad noise.
Okay. What's going on, young man?
Cool and good, brother. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. What's going on? He was Muslim on the island too, y'all. I say he ain't gonna tell that story.
I was a Muslim. I'm a Muslim.
Yeah.
But I told the brother, like I told the brother, I'm a crypto. I'm out here first.
Let me stop. So yeah, I was just telling the people, man, you be having some technical difficulties from time to time. You act like you just came home.
Nigga be special. I be doing so much touring and running around, man. I barely get sleep, so.
Nah, I feel you. So I was just telling them a little bit, like kind of like what I told them last time. Like, I met you. We met on Rikers Island. If y'all ain't watched the part one, I'm gonna put it in the description after this, so y'all could tune into the part one. This is the part two. We just recap basically. In the part one, we really just talked about how we met, like some of the stuff that was going on the island when we was there. On this one, so we didn't really get to know you in the last one. So we're gonna that's kind of like what we're gonna do today. We didn't really get into like what's the new things that you're doing. You got a dog now? Come on, man.
It's to survive that PTSD. You heard? You need
it. Yo, yeah, man. So we're gonna really talk about like what you've been doing. Like, what's one of like some of the new things we're gonna get into. We might talk a little bit about gang life. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how positive you are nowadays. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get into some of that too. Yeah, so what exactly is it that you are doing now? Like as far as like what is it that you do as like career wise?
I'm an A&R for Universal Music Group. I can also get people plugged in with Sony and Warner Brothers. So I just do a lot of music, A&R, label, owner on independent label, Farm Money Music Group. Soon I might have a little liquor and a wine coming out in a minute. So I'm doing a lot of things behind the scenes. Might get into a little acting in movies. You know what I mean?
All right. So when you say A&R, some people don't know what an A&R is. What is an A&R?
I basically bring the good music to I find new talent for the labels.
Okay,
so
cool.
I'm gonna let you know if your music hot or not. If it ain't it, I don't fuck you a homeboy. Your shit trash.
A lot of people be lying when it comes to music, right? They don't keep it transparent with people. So is there like a certain way that you tell people that music is trash, or you just don't care how you deliver the message?
If you the homie, you respect, and it's a respect and love type of thing, and it ain't it, I'm gonna tear as a homie like that. That ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Now, hopefully, you go back and do better instead of taking it the wrong way. Like, I gotta make something better. You know what I'm saying? Just because you the homie don't mean I'm gonna slide you in the door, and that's my face on that shit is whack. You know what I mean? Like, so if your
All
shit,
right, all right. So like, what is like? So do you? All right. So how do you pick out the talent? Like, does talent just stumble upon your lap, or like, do you be? How do you seek it? Like, are you going to like clubs? Are you going to like how does it work?
I go like, and I don't care. I go open mic spots. I know it's for the raw talent and them little clubs because they really putting their passion out. When some people think they made it, they got halfway up there. They act too bougie, like they really all that, and they shit don't be all that. So I look for the people that really write their music and start from the bottom because I know they're really passionate more than these people who got a little money and think they got it. Because money can buy you certain slots and put you in certain positions where raw talent won't. And I get invited to a lot of events. I did a summit with my man Ugly Money Nietzsche. Shout out Ugly Money Nietzsche. Shout out Boosie. I did a little something for them. You know what I mean? Shout out all the other judges there from Universal and other labels, QC. So I do a lot of events. I travel different states doing it, look for talent. So doing tour, independent tour, help independent artists. So I do a lot.
So is it something specific that the label asks for, like that they're looking for? Do they tell you like, all right, we want to find somebody like this? Do they give you like a criteria, or it's just based on what you think is some good stuff?
It's both of those. They know I look for good. They know I find great talent. You know what I mean? So they trust my instincts. But more so, they looking for people that's really going viral. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they don't want to just put money behind anybody. If you can't get a crowd to come to your own hometowns, like, why would I invest in that when you can't even bring a crowd? They want to see a ticket sale. They want to see you went viral on your YouTube, your TikTok. They want to see you really working. You sell your tickets on Eventbrite. They want to see you like really put music behind your career. You know what I'm saying? They want to see the real thing you're doing. Like, why would I put money to you? You're not putting money to your own self.
All right, cool. Copy. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Do you think being like in gang life, right? They you over there abusing the pet, yo, don't be abusing the pet on my live, man.
Sit down.
yo, don't be abusing no pets on my live, man. Know what I'm saying?
That nigga peed in the bed. He just violated. She just
But they
really
call ASPCA, man. They call ASPCA, man. Over here beating dogs on the live, man.
Hey, I survive. Hey, I can survive Rikers Island up north. There ain't nothing out here. This jail out here is light.
Yeah. Nah, I heard they be taking booty in them jails in the South, man. You better be careful.
Man, I knock niggas out. I ain't worried about niggas on my resume.
Yeah, so all right. So that's what you do. You were A&R. How did you really get into that? How did you get plugged into like doing the whole music thing, becoming an A&R after coming home and stuff?
Well, I moved to the A because I was getting a lot of trouble. I was getting too much money in New York, and everybody was on some weird shit. There's a lot of this generation is weird. Y'all be rats and just I don't know. It's like niggas getting tricked into being homos nowadays. I don't know what the fuck on this new generation, but I moved down here and I actually have discovered this artist, and I was like, yo, my cousin can sing, and then I had my boy Bino, who was my producer. So everything's kind of fell in my lap. Shorty was really talented. Shout out to Ariana Marie. She's a writer, dope R&B singer. Like she like best. She won making the band with me when we went with Diddy, but COVID had hit when we had one making the band. So had to start back over. But me just doing a lot of shows and pushing her and my other artists, it just got like got somebody ear like my man Ugly Money Nietzsche. That's free bands PR. So it got me into a lot of doors. Everybody was like, "Oh, yo, I like your artist. I like how you manage her. I like how you move around." And this got to the right people. They just see me grinding. I've been grinding nonstop with my own cash behind the artist. So they've been seeing the grind. I blew like about 200,000 a quarter. So don't think that is a free game. Like you really got to put your money into what you believe in. I blew a lot of money.
So you basically rolled up on some Suge Knight stuff, like, yo, you're gonna be my artist, and this is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. It just fell into place. Like I'm really trying to highlight me. I'm like, nah, shit, I want to do business. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of weird at first, man. Then I had to explain to her that I'm just doing business. So I left my phone do not disturb because my phone be ringing so many times. Artists be hitting me out of nowhere, sending me music while I'm talking to you.
Nah, that's what's up. So basically, you met this woman, and then you just like kind of like y'all kind of like it sounds like y'all basically just went with it because you said you never really had no experience doing this, right? Like this was like, yeah. So you basically was just like, exactly. You was on something. Yo, I'm your manager now.
I just had the money, you know what I mean? I just had the money. She like, yo, you can invest in my people, and I'm just like, all right. And I was thinking about it, so
Okay.
stop moving around.
So you was like the plug, basically. Like in a way, if you got the money, because you need money to kind of like push. So in a way, you're like, if you got the money, you could kind of like fund, like,
Right.
all right, cool. So,
I ain't gonna lie.
what?
Plus, I got a little cheat sheet. My pops is new loose ends. So that if y'all know loose ends is that the song that's on BMF that go viral. You can't stop the rain. That's my pops group. So
Oh,
even though I was
what?
running, even though I was running the streets though, it's still you know what I mean. I had a little music background. So
Okay, okay. That's what's up. I didn't even know that. All right, so boom, you move to Atlanta. You start doing this music stuff. You get a job at. How all right. So how fast after did you become like when you started managing this woman, and finding talents? How long did it take after that for you to get the job with Universal?
I ain't gonna lie, it took like 3 years, but it's because I'm gonna say it without, we New York niggas, man, so we blunt. It's a lot of fake ass people in Atlanta, so you gotta get through the fake people that be, oh, I do this, I work for this rapper, and then they broke as hell. Like, so if you work for them, why they got you fucked up like that? You just gotta go through the bullshit. And being from New York, we know when niggas lie. We hear the stories, and we was at in jail. Everybody had a dollar bill but couldn't go home, and niggas had flying helicopters. Jay-Z was their mans, and they were still stuck in jail. So you know the bullshit when you hear it. So I had to go around a lot of bullshit, being around a lot of good people. Like I'm gonna say, shout this man out one more time. Y'all know who he is. Ugly Money Nietzsche. That's my bro. He was one of the genuine niggas I met out here. That's really 100%. That's real. And he had me around a lot of people that's big names out here. And me and him just got cool. We grew together. You know what I'm saying? I told him like, yo, by the end of the night, you're gonna know my artist's name. He like, all right, fam. When she sung, he like, yo, where you at, man? Where her manager at? And then a lot of people got attention because me and him was chilling, and other people, I was around that got me a lot of exposure, being around a lot of big people out here. You know what I'm saying? And they
All
see
right,
my grind. They love my grind. Like they like that boy grind. Like
so what was one of like the main obstacles? All right, after the moment you realize like, all right, this is what I want to do, right? Like this is I want to get into the music game. What was like one of the biggest obstacles that, or like a moment in time where you was just like, did you ever doubt? Like, was there a moment that you doubted that you was like, all right, maybe I should do something else?
um, I'm not the one that's really doing the music. I just manage, and I'm a CEO of my own label, Farm Money Music Group. So um, it was her. She was talented as fuck. Like I watched her write a song in 5 minutes. Matter of fact, shout out to my man Aaron. He wrote the song for Chris Brown. She was singing and he put a beat on in the studio. We was chilling. R.I.P. to my man D Nix. That's my family member. He died. He was a big person. Did a lot of beats with Little John. Was inside their studio. Aaron put a beat on. She started singing. He turned around like, she just made that just now. I'm like, yeah, she dope like that. And him and her got a song together. Aaron, who wrote Heat for Chris Brown. He wrote a lot of songs for Chris Brown. She got a song with him. So a lot, like, she just raw. She was she can rap and sing. She just raw. If y'all don't know, y'all go on my page, scroll down, y'all see Shorty on my page. Yeah, she was just talented in the motherfucker. I can't lie. Shorty's a beast, like super
Yeah.
talented.
By the way, I'm gonna put his link on the description too. Everything, all of that. The first video, and we're gonna put his info, his IG and stuff, so y'all could contact him. All right. But I was just saying more.
That don't mean that don't mean flood my email with y'all music. That
Yeah, you're stupid. Yo, all right, cool. So when it comes to this gang stuff, right? Like how is the gang lifestyle within the industry? Like does it is it really a thing? Is it not a thing? Like as everybody's just like, oh, we just getting money. Because sometimes, from the outside looking in, people just we hear about it. We hear about the people got to check in when they go to different cities. We hear we hear all of that talk. You feel me? So how is it from your experience? How is the gang culture within the industry?
yeah, I'm honestly, if you niggas who ain't really gang members, you do have to tap in. If you're not really known, don't play yourself and act like it to show up for the next nigga. But me, I know you. I know a lot of other big homies. Like I'm really connected to the 60s. I'm really connected to out west and out here. So I can go and move around how I want to. Texas, anywhere I go. I'm the big homie YP. I can slide through any city and chill and get that love because I'm a real nigga. So you real always gonna recognize real. When you're a buster, you get exposed. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm loved
All right,
every.
all right, copy. Make sure you like the video if you're tuning in. Yeah, because I just be hearing a lot of things from the outside, and it's like, you hear these rappers, and then you hear the street dudes and the politics and the people in the street trying to tell people like, you got to do this, you you got to do that, or like people trying to extort people. So is there really like a color banging thing, or is it just like we just all getting money? Or is this, or is the like how is the shadiness? Does it depend on what neighborhood, what block? Like how did that work out?
It's like being in prison. I'm gonna take it. If you a buster, you gonna get exposed. You know, and it's gonna start a pussy, nigga. You know how that go. Like if you a bozo, how these some of these niggas in the industry that be buying their way to be in a gang, you know, of course, and they're gonna keep taking advantage of it because you bought your way in it. So they're gonna keep getting you for money. That's how you got in it. So why not keep extorting you? You know what I'm saying? So you
Yeah.
know, if you're a bozo, you're a bozo. For the most part, with gangs, it's like if you're a real nigga, whether you blood, crip, whatever you is, everybody gonna show love. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't got to worry about that part of it. Like when you real, everybody real recognize real. Even on the island, it was some real blood niggas I was cool with on the island. You know what I mean? So you when you see real niggas who ain't on no weird shit because they got it because their numbers is up and they just them they self and they a real nigga, you gonna get that. You know what I'm saying?
So somebody got a question, right? Somebody said they never really understood checking in, right? Is that like for? Do you think that's like for rappers only, or is that just any type of artist? Because I feel like it's that's a good question. I feel like it's only mainly geared towards rappers, or is it just geared to rappers who talk about a certain lifestyle?
I think it's more so mainly for rappers who's portraying a gang image and they go into somebody's city. That's like I'm not. If I was a fake rolling 60 nigga and I went to Cali or New York where the homies really running loose at, you gonna get exposed. So you better tap into the right people because they're gonna extort you. You know what I'm saying? Like you better know who you shouting out. Like you know in New York, niggas can go to our block on Gun Hill up top. Like you ain't who you know over here, fam. You know how it is in New York. Who you know over here? And if your cousin a punk or something like that, you about to get punked too. Like hey, nigga, your cousin ain't even allowed to come outside over here. So it's kind of the same way. You know how that go, bro. It's kind of the
Yeah.
same way, man. Like you know what I
All right.
mean?
So basically, it's like if you. So all right. So question, man. We're gonna make this a little. How you feel about a little baby?
Um,
All
man,
right.
I'm saying he doing this thing for the generation. I don't say like me. I don't hate on any black man, but I came from era where, you know, Jada Kiss, Fab were real rappers. Like not to take nothing from homie, but they lyrical. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Lil Baby for doing this thing. I like for his generation, he doing
So
this thing. I never hate on nobody, but
So
you
what
know,
I was saying more so, all right, let me rephrase the question. So Lil Baby be making songs where he say things like, I feel disrespected when they tell me I gotta check in. You know what I'm saying? Or he be saying certain things like that, right? But you know, we know he Jack and Crip, right? He's saying that he the Lokester, you know, so yeah, and you just mentioned that you don't gotta really check in because you know people and you in tune with people. So you saying the check-in is basically for individuals who are not known or are just screaming the set.
yeah, you repping the brand and you're not really a part of it. Like you gotta check in. Don't play with nobody's name. You know what I'm saying? Like. That like me saying like, I'm for 216. That's not, you know, and then I'm not even the 16. You know, homies like, hey, cuz, like, you know, stop screaming our block out. You pull up to the block. You've never been to the block. You can't go to the block. And you trying to shout it out. Like, you know, pay homage, pay respect. Like, at least know somebody from the block or really been here that you can be shouting it out. You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like I feel like it's still always like some type of extortion going on. I don't want to call it extortion, but I feel like, for example, right? Chief Keef had a big falling out with Lil Durk and them because of allegedly because of like bail stuff, right? So a lot of
Right.
times it's like the artists that belong to a certain hood, it's like you, right? Boom. If your little homies and them keep getting locked up or they keep doing crazy stuff and then they keep expecting you to pay their bail, like how do you feel about that? Do you feel like you still gotta keep doing that? Or at some point you gotta be like, nah, homie, like y'all wilding.
Nah, first and foremost, like, I got a couple little homies out here already. I got a lot of little homies in New York and out here, but I tell them like you go to school and play sports, it's other ways of helping the hood. You ain't got to do all that weird. I did all the gang time for everybody. I did the prison time. Like go play baseball, basketball. Like yo, do that. Like all that other shit played out really. Everybody telling, everybody on some weird shit. So it's like that shit. Just get money. I tell my homies get money, and I tell them like you ain't got to be in the streets to be a real nigga. Get a regular 9 to 5. Like do you live life? I teach my little homies the positive shit. Like live life. Like you know what I'm saying? Like live life.
Okay, since we talking about gang, right? Do you think there's anything positive that comes from gang life?
Um, R.I.P. Nip. If you doing something like Nip, shout out to Big U, shout out to Kev Mack, the homies. You know what I'm saying? You doing shit like what they doing. You know what I mean? Of course it is. Like, because if you're taking a negative to a positive, if you got so much influence from a negative, you can change it to a positive, make people lead you the positive way. Then of course, you know what I'm saying? Because you lived a life, and you had a lot of people turn, to Islam after you because they seen it was a positive route. Just like when I took my shahada, a lot of people, I had blood, crip, Latin kings in the same house take their shahada after they see me take my shahada. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you turn a negative to a positive. You know what I'm saying? So of course you can turn the gang thing to something positive. Yeah, of course you can.
Yeah, but my question is, but that seems like it's more on the individual level, right? Like these are individuals doing certain things. I'm talking about overall the gangs, right? Like, because a lot of people, they love to romanticize gang culture and say like, oh, it stands for community resolution and progress, right? When Tukey Williams said it never really meant that, and when you read his book, he said like, we wasn't trying to fight no revolution. We wasn't trying to fight against the police. He said we was trying to bang on other neighborhood cliques, right?
Right.
So with that being said, it's like, can we really that's what I'm talking about, the whole movement. I know there's individuals in the movement that are doing positive things, right? But I'm just saying the movement as a whole, because it just seems like these are individuals who are waking up, smelling the coffee, and they're like, you know what? I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna be the change, right? But I'm more so talking about, we know there's way more people who cause more destruction than positivity. So that's the basis of my question. Is the movement as a whole, is there some positive in it? Or is it, because it sounds like it's just individuals that are coming out from these hoods and these sets that are doing positive things.
Hey, you're right. I can say individuals, but to start a change, you got to spark something. You got to start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So the individual can turn to another individual that could turn to 10, that could turn to more and multiply. You know what I mean? So it could be like a snowball effect. Because the gangs wasn't really bad what they came out for. Our people been oppressed for years, even though we can't use that for an excuse. Well, we still can. We still getting shot down by the police like a motherfucker still though. But we still should protect our own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. So somebody asked, I'm gonna take this question. Somebody said, can you gang bang and be Muslim?
That's my religion, for one. You ain't supposed to serve two gods, but like how I say, I don't play with the deen, so you know, I'm not even gonna lie, I haven't been on my deen in a while, but that's my religion. So when I'm 100%, I'd rather give myself to Allah at 100% than be playing with it like how the Christians do. I'm gonna repent, and then keep doing it. Like, what's the point of you gonna say repent? You still doing the same thing. Like you playing with
Yeah,
God,
so
kind of. Be real. Stop playing with God and go all the way with it.
definitely. So I would add to that see, like, street politics and jail politics is totally different, right? Like when you get to like in the streets, yeah, like there's people that are Crip or Blood or Latin King or whatever. It might be Muslim, right? Because Islam is a religion. And even like if it got real in prison is a little more enclosed place. So a lot of times,
You got to find out why somebody turned Muslim in prison. Some niggas be scared, like I'm gonna take my shahada.
and that's another thing, right? That's another thing. When people turn Muslim in jail, people are like, dude,
Yeah, exactly.
people always people always trying to like, like in the street. If you took your shahada in the street, people might not be looking at you like that. They might be looking at you like, oh, you genuinely did it. But in jail, people are like this. Yo, what are you locked up for?
Nah,
Yo,
100.
yo, go find out his past, yo. Go, yo, you heard something about him? So it's a little tough. It's a little harder in jail because everybody's like this, watching you. The moment they hear you turn Muslim, I mean, and I think the politics. It's just, for example, everything changes when you go to prison. Gang culture in the street is one way. You could be getting money with a Blood. You could be getting money with Land Kings. You could be doing a certain thing. And then the moment you go to prison or jail, homies is telling you, or the homeboys is telling you, like, nah, homie, that ain't your friend in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then now you're like, the individuals who was once your friends in the street or you was breaking bread with, now you might possibly go to war with them and have to bang out. So it's the same thing with Islam. When you get to prison, sometimes Muslims be going against Crips, they be going against Bloods, they be going against Kings. So you can't really have those type of people in the ranks because they're not really trustworthy, right? They're individuals where it's like, just like I used to, like I said that in the video, right? I used to be sitting in the back with Hardcore and them. Shout out to Hardcore and Chucky, and then Chucky And then Chucky one day he act like he talking about he was gonna cut a Muslim dude. Like I'm like, oh, he talking about he gonna cut Silk. I don't know if you remember Silk. He had the bald head. He had the bald head. With the glasses.
Joe the singer, yeah. How they talking about?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He used to be working out. Yeah, he used to be working out and getting money. So he like, man, he was like, you know how he told you like, man, I'll whoop me. He man, I'll whoop Chucky ass, man. He was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, old man used to be, shout out to Silk, man. Old man, I'm gonna give him a call today. Old man used to be with the mess, man. You know what I'm saying? He didn't play that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like it was just that, like Chucky, you know, I'm sitting back there with them, and he like, yo, I'm about to cut this dude. I'm like, who you talking about? He like, man, the Muslim dude. I'm like, bro, you bugging, bro. Like, that's my bro. So like, you gotta draw that line. Like, and a lot of times dudes can't draw that line. Even though I was in the gang member, but I used to be sitting with these dudes. You feel me? I used to be sitting in the back in the day room, you know, because that's where most of the black people was at. But still, I was Muslim, and the Muslims didn't really sit in the back. They used to sit in the middle. You feel me? So yeah, I had to realize after I came out the coop with you, when we was in the coop, we was all in the box. I kind of like, I realized like, yo, I can't be hanging out with these dudes. I can't be sitting around with the Crips. I can't be chilling with the folks. I can't be, and this is the time when Crips and folks was kind of cool in the prison system. You know, this before Lolo and them got on the, yo, folks can't live in the crib no more because y'all killing our homies out there. So that's when that got to whatever. But anyway, damn, I had another question. I kind of like lost track of whatever. Huh?
You kind of veered off your topic or something?
Yeah. No, but that was just a question that somebody said, can you gangbang and be Muslim? So basically, we just explained like how the jail politics kind of changed.
Say you can, but you shouldn't. Let's put it like that.
So in some state prisons, what they will do is they'll tell you to pick a side, and then some places might allow you to still go to Juma because technically you can make a grievance about it because it's your religion. Technically, the state is not going to look at it the way the inmates look at it. The inmates, basically, they don't care what the state got to say. But if somebody makes it a big issue, like, yo, they're not letting me go to my religious services, they got to let you go, right? But overall, you're not going to be part of the community. So they might let you go to Juma, and you're just not going to be part of the community, and they're going to let it be known this dude is a Crip, this dude is a Blood. If something happened to him, they're going to let the community know. They're going to let the jail know, like, something happened to him, he on his own. He not with us. So sometimes that happens. In some jails, they'll tell you, like, nah, homie, you're not going to be here playing. You stop wearing the kufi. And some jails, they're going to tell you, stop wearing the kufi, stop doing certain things. You're not even coming to Juma. You know what I'm saying? It depends how vicious the brothers is on it. But that's basically how it goes when it comes to the jail system.
They feel like that, too.
Huh?
They got every right to feel like that, too. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, so we went over how you got into the, so question, do you see yourself like dying as a member, or like do you feel like at some point you're just gonna like fall all the way back and relax and chill?
Yo, it's hard to say because I know a lot of big homies probably watching around the world like looking at you. Nah, I'm saying like I'm down as a black man, but this been a part of my life so long. All I know is being a Crip. You know what I'm saying? I've been a Crip since I was 10 years old. I'll be 35 in July. So you know, it's not saying nothing bad that I'm a Crip. It's not like saying nothing bad about it. Just you know, that it perceived the wrong way from you know who, because you got Klan member that's judges and lawyers. So if we're gonna be judgmental about shit like that, then let's just throw it all out there. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, I probably would. I'm a die Crip. Yeah, I am. This is my life. I'm a die Crip. I'm a die black man Crip. Yeah, I'm a die. I'm a Crip. I'm a 6-0 Crip.
All right. Okay, that makes sense. You made a great analogy when you said, you know, you got Klan members who are judges, politicians, political figures, right? Some of them even in the church. So some of them we might be going to work with them, right? That support this type of stuff. So when you make that analogy, it does kind of like make sense.
Some pull you over. Hey, you know, some pull you over in their cars. You know.
Yeah, I think the difference is they're a little more organized, right? So peace, black male. I think they're a little more organized when it comes to.
It go by skin color. Let's keep it real. It go by skin color. It's not about organized. It go by skin color, man.
It's also organization, bro. We gotta be real with it. You know what I'm saying? It's all right. So you got somebody, Santana Carson, talking about shout outs to Ella.
Yo, Ella,
you know check it.
Shout out.
Hempstead in the building. Okay, Hempstead in the building. Yo, I used to be over there in the 600 bills, man. You know what I mean? I used to
Yeah,
be over there in the 600 bills with a Crips chill. You heard?
yo, shout out to the homies in the Heights and Parkside. Shout out to Park Gavin Roosevelt. You know, shout out L.I. for real, man.
Yeah. So we about to wrap up. You know what I'm saying? I know you got to go in a little bit. So we went over like what made you get into the music thing. You know, we got into, but definitely what is one of the ways that you think, because it's definitely some organization, bro. We being out organized out here. You know, in New York, you also starting to see like Crip on Crip. It's not that big, like in LA, right? But you're starting to see some of that. And just black people as a whole, bro. We just don't have no organization, bro. Like as a whole. If these people, these Klansmen, you know, there was, and this is what I say, like if they was able to become politicians and go into politics and become lawyers and become judges and become some of those things, we can do that too, bro.
We can, but the mindset has to change. Like if there was a real big homie Blood out here, a real big homie, any other black gang, Vice Lord, GD, BD, and we all can sit down at a table and really get this going, we can. But it's like once a black man get a certain top, we just change on each other. Like you wouldn't even hire black. If you became Jay-Z stature, you wouldn't hire all black people. You hire white people because you know the black nigga ain't gonna come to work. He gonna be late, making mad fucking excuses, or he be like you said, one of your homies to feel like you gotta take care of them every day. And that's the problem. We gotta get that out of our head where that you know that the house nigga field nigga shit. We gotta get that out of there. Like we can't keep blaming the white man over and over again. It start with us. Like yo, we gotta break that. Like nigga, we gonna be like this or not. But it's so much of us being don't giving a fuck and feel like we're entitled that niggas ain't thinking like that. You know what I'm saying? Like how me and you could do a business together. You my brother, we can do that. But we couldn't bring other homies we had in jail with us because you know we know they work. Just like
Yeah.
when the brawl happened, you know, them niggas picked the time to do. They didn't want to do that shit. Now, I was outside myself, but they know who to do that shit to. And then a lot of homies you thought was talking that tough shit. Did that happen? Like Samurai Joe in the background, that nigga just stood there while they was fucking the homies up. So it's like you know, people just say what they say and they don't do no action. So you can't even bring everybody in. And it's sad to say that we can't, as a black, we can't bring everybody in. A quick point, because I know you Hispanic also. You will see Salvadoran Mexicans, they live in one house.
Listen, man, I'm a black Carib, man. I ain't Hispanic, man.
Right.
I just speak Spanish, you heard?
You'll see a Mexican family or a Salvadoran family grow in the house, 30 niggas, one crib. And then they help them get to the next house. They help them get to the next house. Help them get to the next house. You get a black family in the house, somebody's fucking somebody's baby mama, somebody's fucking somebody's mom, somebody's fucking somebody's cousin. You got some old crazy shit going on in the whole black household. Somebody ain't paying rent trying to be in this motherfucker. It's always something. And until we fix ourselves, we can't blame others, yo. Real shit though.
That's a fact, and that's what I be talking about. And it's funny, right? Because even when there was the beef with the Spanish dudes in the house, you see how they was trying to give son the knife with the newspaper. You see how they were trying to slide. Remember they trying to slide him like, yo, they gave him the newspaper like, yo, get his back when you done reading it. Remember
and you know it was the COs too, and that's why I felt like I had to be that voice in jail, you know, not to even toot my own horn because we at home, we don't try to, you know what I mean? But I ran down on COs, you know that. Like, hey, Valverde, we ain't doing that in here, nigga. Like, I knock you out before the captain team come in. I'm going to knock you straight out. And, you know, me and him became cool after that. He said I didn't give a fuck. Just like any other CO in there. Like, we're going to put a black nigga in there and a Spanish nigga in there. We ain't got no phones, no slot time. Ain't no such thing as no pot there phone, no crib phone. Everybody getting his goddamn phone. I'm not doing that in this crib. And I kept it like that.
You know what's so crazy? Today I was thinking about, right? There was a time before like Patrias wasn't even like uptown. Like you didn't really see Patrias like that uptown, right? I remember them dudes used to ask they used to ask permission. I remember when we was controlling on the hill and dudes used to go to EV and you know we used to see green flags. We used to be like green flags, like you know anything green was blood to us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was like I remember when dudes was like, yo, like, is it cool? Like if I like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not blood, like you feel me? Like because and it was like a respect thing, you feel me? Like it was just like a like, you know, we know this is y'all hood, this is y'all turf, and it was like a respect thing. Like now it's like dudes don't even got no respect. Like somebody mentioned morals. It's like, yo, bro, like I had a dude, even like one time when I was in Stevenson and I had my crates, you know what I'm saying? I was coming out of Stevenson And I ain't gonna lie, there was so many bloods over there. I was like, ooh wee. You know what I'm saying? Yo, the crazy thing is I spotted them before they spotted me. You heard? I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Some told me I should have turned around. You know what I'm saying? But I was just I couldn't do it. I couldn't live with myself. I couldn't be able to go home and be like, damn, you did some sucker stuff, man. But anyway, I went through the crowd, whatever, you know, I pump faked them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they was like, you know, they whisper something, dude was like, yo, this nigga Crip. So I'm like, yeah, like, what's up? I'm like, what's up? And you know, it's just me, bro. It's like 20 of them, you heard? So they thinking like, this dude gotta have something. If he acting this stuff, he gotta have something. I'm like, what's up? But then again, you know, a lot of dudes ain't really built like that in the gang culture. So they're like, so nobody said that, right? I'm like, oh, all right. I spit off here. I walked off. My heart like this though. Oh, like this. I'm like, God damn. I'm like, God. So yo, bro, I'm trying to get on the bus, bro. The bus taking mad. Look, the line to get on the bus was mad long, you heard?
Should have blended in the crowd, like stuck in.
Bro, they built the coverage up. They ain't beat me though. They crazy. They should have, man. We would have beat Flame out of dude like that. But anyway, the whole point was, dude came through and he was like, yo, because of my energy, he was like, look, we respect you on your low stuff. You know what I'm saying? It was like, yo, but this is a blood block. You heard? You in the blood hood right now. So out of respect, take your crates off. I was like, all right. So at first I was like, all right, you got it. You feel me? I said, matter of fact, nah. I said, I'm not gonna take my crates off. I said, but I'll tuck them in, you heard? Out of respect. You feel me? Like out of respect, I'll work with you. But I ain't gonna take them off, but I'm gonna tuck them in, you heard? So
funny. At least you're honest. Man, a lot of niggas gonna be honest like that. At least you're honest, man.
Nah, but look, I ain't even tuck my joints in though. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Me and one dude negotiating. And another dude, he got on some hostile, like, I guess because he see me cooperating. See, this is why I said in another video, dudes be sizing dudes up. The moment this one dude felt like I was cooperating, maybe he looked at that like, oh, this dude is soft. Like, you feel me? So you gotta
watch that word, man. You gotta watch that word. That word cooperate sound crazy.
Yo, you stupid. But now because you funny, yo. So look, yo, make sure y'all like the video. So maybe because I don't even know what other word to use, man. Maybe because, look, man, I was cooperating with them at that moment. Not the police, but the Bloods. I was cooperating with the Bloods. So because maybe I sound like I was cooperating, dude got on some like, nah, man, yo, take them shits off. And then he was like, I'm like, yo, bro, chill out, bro. Like I'm like, then he was like, where you from? I'm like, so I say that to say that, like, you see, this dude was trying to be diplomatic, even though, you know, it's a gang thing. I don't know. And some neighborhoods might give you a pass, right? Overlooks the dumb stuff, right? But then there's dudes like his mans that was just on some, like, they seen that as a sign of weakness. And they just trying to violate, kind of like what you said, right? But when you mentioned a few things, you mentioned a lot of older homies and, like, you know, Kanye West was trying to say maybe if they released Larry Hoover, he could bring some peace to Chicago.
I think Chicago too far gone if he even came home. That this generation don't it ain't a respect thing no more. This generation, they don't have respect unless, like, how you know we do back in the day, Black and Blue. Like, I never had to beat none of my little homies up, but they know if they try me like that, I'm hands and feet on the nigga. But I'm more so, if I had to put my hands on you to that point, you don't respect me, I don't need you around, because if I had to put my hands on you, the respect was lost. You know what I'm saying? But I think niggas, the street's so fucked up. I think a nigga would try to assassinate the homie instead of show him love when he come home.
So with that being said, right, you said it's about respect. How do you think, how can we achieve some type of, like, some of the things you was talking about, when the little homies don't respect the big homies? First of all, how are these dudes even still turning blood and Crip?
Hey, you one of them too. You one of the homies that respect the homies. You know what I mean?
Yo, chill, man. I got respect for who I need to have respect for. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't never had nigga come run up on me and shit into no damn jail, nigga. Fuck you talking about?
Jay, look, man. I had to run up on you, man. I had to see what it was, man. I didn't know what was going on, man. They said I was a Crip plate. I had to bring the smoke, you heard? I don't know what type of time it was on. Oh man, what you do, man? Oh, all right. You hear me?
Yeah, yeah. Somebody tried to call me. I know I was supposed to do not disturb, but somebody's still trying to call me. That's crazy.
All right, so back to this respect then. So how do you think that the neighborhoods could be controlled in a certain way? How do we is there a possible way, like what you're saying? It's no respect for the big homies, right? So what is there to do?
No, I'm saying
In your
not
opinion?
all, not all. Don't get it twisted. It's some big factors, but for the most part, when the real homies went to jail, and then you got like I ain't gonna blow niggas up in my hood. That's never whoever Park Ave, y'all know I love you. You got some niggas was in jail low riding. I can't visit you, nigga. You low rided. You got niggas like that coming home and poison little homies like that. Like yo, do what you do when they're the real homies. You got life sentences that's really real out here active. You got the bozos that come on, just like in the streets right now when they got all these rat niggas slid home while the real niggas doing life, and the little niggas think these rat niggas that's home was the real niggas, and these niggas telling niggas like it's okay to rat, and now you got multiple rats in the street now because these niggas that came home that was rats, they was lying to little niggas and nobody, and then a lot of people never know a nigga a rat. A lot of niggas don't go to trial, so you'll never get that paper or know who fucking told or not. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You would never really get that unless a nigga went to trial, unless you got a real paid lawyer to find out who is a rat. But it's just a lot of corny niggas that have been coming home. Like a lot of niggas, like we was in jail. A lot of niggas low riding and come home in the town. You like, yo, what's crack? You like,
So look, so with all of this stuff going on, right? With all of this stuff going on, what's the sense of even being Crip or being Blood? What's the point if there's no structure, if there's no control, if there's no respect for the generals overall? I'm not just saying, they respect you, but they don't respect the other. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying if there's no general leadership structure, like what's the sense?
First of all, if you're trying to turn gangbanging in 2022 and all that, you look weird anyway. Like, especially in your 20s and 30s, like, bro, it wasn't in you when you was your teens. You just leave it alone. Like, a lot of people hear this shit, and it's so much like a lot of people don't have family. So I guess some people do it to have a brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? The gang shit is not as bad as how people try to perceive it and make it out to be. And as long as people keep this shit positive perspective, like how you, Kev Mac, a lot of homies that try to change the way you look at it. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it's like you have bad Muslims, you have bad Christians, you have bad people. Period. You can never change who's in your circle. You know what I mean? Like you said, it has to be the individual who sparked that change. You know what I mean? Every politician, whether he black or white, ain't really good. How many times every fucking president lied to us black people? Like, we're going to help you out. We're going to get you things you need. And they get in office. They just fuck black people. So they get in office. The president now, fuck black people in office. He about to bring a million niggas over here from another country and ain't helping black people in the country now. Nigga, we need money. You get that money to the black community. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to get that all the time. You can't change who's in. Just like I have a pit bull. I have a bully. They get a bad name because the black people own the dog. All pit bulls and all bullies are not bad, but at the end of the day, you're gonna say because the black person's dog type of dog is bad. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying?
It's how you raise the dog or how you train it, basically.
And that's saying with the gang thing, you just need to have structure and just do more positive shit. If they had more shit in the black communities like YMCA's and more things for these kids to do in the communities, Atlanta, you have no excuse. Y'all have fucking pools in every damn complex out here. Y'all don't know why y'all trying to be in a gang. But it's like I don't know why this city is so nice. Like everybody, blood, Crips, Latin Kings, and whatever. Folk, everybody hangs out here. So I don't know why they even in the gang anyway. It's like who do you fucking bang on? Why are you in the gang anyway?
But there's a difference though. There's a difference between being a gang member and a gangbanger. So a lot of people are just members. But most sets, they got probably like 5 dudes that when they get real, those are the ones that go right out. Right? Those are the ones to go put it in. That's most gangs. Most gangs got a few shooters. You'll be lucky if a certain clique has like 10 shooters.
Somebody said something right here. Somebody said something that was smart. We need more leadership on both sides for the young and the old head. That's a fact. What it is that the old head need to teach that young head, and they need to teach another young head to teach another young head, so it'll spread more. That's a fact. We do need that. We do definitely need that.
Yeah, your man's over here from LA. He said, I'm 25 and I've seen people that I went to high school turn Hoover in neighborhood in the late 20s and 30s, early 30s, and they're not even built like that. That's true too.
Hey, yeah, I seen it. Yo, whoever you are, make sure you get my information and stuff, because I probably know who you are. But yeah, I seen that too.
It
I see
says
niggas turn.
Santana. It says Santana Carson. That's what it
Yeah, I
says. I
see.
don't
I
know.
seen people turn from a rolling 20 set to Hoover, and I'm like, what the fuck? You was just rolling last week. You know what I'm saying? And normally a motherfucker gets his head knocked up, but like I said, it's so easy to do what you want to do nowadays. It's like I seen it turn blood and turn crib. I'll be like, God, how the
But
fuck you do that?
that's also a New York thing too, though. That's also like I feel like in New York that's very prevalent to see that. To see like, sure, I knew some dudes that used to be Crip, now they blood. I knew some bloods that we don't turn Crip. So you know, I just think that yeah, it's a lot of New York stuff is played out. But I wanted to highlight, but yeah, I just think yeah, I definitely agree with a lot of stuff you said. So what are some of the like? Is there any ways that like you try to, you know, like they got the saying, right? You're not a boss until you create jobs for your homies, right?
Right.
So what are some of those things that, or maybe you might have in the works, that you might trying to be get up, or I don't know, maybe you're already doing it. But what are some of the things that you try to, some of the ways that you try to plug like the homies in? Because again, you can't tell somebody not to sell drugs or not to get money in the underground economy if you ain't gonna provide them with a job and a way to feed their family. So what are some of the ways that you either doing or you are working on to like kind of like trying to boss up?
Shout out to my little homies, Baby Savage and Tiny Savage. Those my little homies. They rappers. What I do is I don't want nobody to see me slide them in, because then you'll know that I put them on. I teach them to learn music things. They'll go research. So it's not like you banking on me to do something for you. At least you know what you, because even me, I might be able to get you now. Like, this nigga don't know nothing about music. Hey, sign right here. I'll take 100% of your publishing, 100% of your masters, because you ain't read, because you trust me. I want them to do their own literature. I want them to be their own bosses. Like I said before, I teach them. You don't have to sell drugs to be that nigga. You can have a 9 to 5. I don't know why niggas be trying to make fun of McDonald's, nigga. Like, shit, McDonald's, you might be able to go from fries to the assistant manager to the GM, and now you're the area manager making 70,000, 80,000 a year. Which as a nigga
Yeah,
that hustle in the streets might not ever see it. He on the block every day. You see him, he might make 80,000 yet. So I don't know
yeah,
why everybody's trying to make fun of these regular jobs, but only why I have a problem with these regular jobs when I do music and I create my own income, because I can't see myself working 40-something, 70 years, and then I'm 70 to my retire. Nigga, I'm damn near dead. How you gonna tell me I'm retired when I'm 70? I done did 80, I done did 40 years for you. I mean, I done did 80 years for you. I'm damn near dead. You tell me I'm about to retire. Nigga, yeah, I'm about to expire. Fuck retire. I'm about to die in the next 2 years. I didn't get to
yeah,
live life, so I want to create
yeah.
shit where I can make shit for my own self. You know what I mean? A lot of people need to start doing research. Like, I'm gonna drop a jewel right now. What's it called? Chick-fil-A Steak and Shake. They cost 10K to go franchise. Go franchise. Get your money up while you chilling. Go franchise things. Like, go. I tell my little homies that put your 10K on that. Cause that's gonna be money that's gonna be original. They're gonna keep coming back and forth, back and forth. People like to eat. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah, you're
So
right. I
put
was
your money
just
in the right
reading.
thing, man.
I was just reading how McDonald's got started. Like, and it's crazy, but yo, that's true though, bro. Like, that's the thinking, bro. Like, work for 80 years, bro, and then it's like die and leave your money. If you leave money, somebody else gonna spend it, or somebody else gonna have fun with it. So it's crazy. I think it's just about having fun as you go, which leads to the next
But I'm
question,
saying
right?
I think every job, not to be funny, should give everybody in the world the summer off, let them enjoy their summer. Because if I'm working in the summer, I can't go on my vacations. I gotta go on vacation for a week only. I gotta come back to this 9 to 5. Like, god damn, like, where's my time to live? Nigga, I'm here every day, 100 hours, and then where's my time to live? And then you
So with that
retire.
being said, at what age do you plan on retiring?
For me, I'm about to retire the next 5 years. Believe that. I'm gonna have a whole bunch of M's. And I am going to create jobs. I'm gonna reach out to you so we can do something for the Muslim community up there in New York. I want to give back to Long Island. I want to give back to the Bronx, where, I ain't gonna lie, low key I grew up in Brooklyn too. I ain't gonna tell nobody I used to live on Flatbush, but I want to give back to all the areas where we don't have a lot at. So there's no excuse for kids in the hood be like, well, we ain't had this, that's why we had a gangbang. I ain't had my dad, that's why I do this. Like, well, I want to be that mentor So what's a better way come from niggas like us? Now I mean niggas, brothers like us who came from jail, who lived the gang life to preach to the younger youth that you live that life. You know what I'm saying? Who's better than somebody who has the, like how they say, like I was talking to my homegirl. She's a she worked with the youth right now, social worker, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like they got people going to get degrees that never lived this lifestyle to tell somebody how to live a lifestyle. I think you should do this. How can you commentate on somebody you never been in that shoes? You took a degree that you don't know nothing about living the streets and nothing about that life to talk to somebody about. How can you help that person when you've never been in that situation? How can I talk to you about prison if I've never been in prison? You know what I'm saying? Like, how are we gonna relate on that? How can I tell you when you've been in jail and I never been in a spot to see where you've been at to tell you about where you've been at? You know what I'm saying? Like, so you giving people degrees to tell somebody some shit that never lived that lifestyle. That makes no sense. That makes no sense at all.
All they did was read, and you know what they usually do is read the stories of people who were in prison.
Yeah, but how can you help me if you can't? How can you help me if you can't relate? It's like you having your heart broken by a girl. You didn't get. How can I tell you how to get over that shit? Like I had to have my shit broke too. I just can't tell you to do some shit I never lived through. It's pointless.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, brother.
All right, we about to get up out of here. What's one of the most memorable moments that you have had in your career so far?
Just watching all my artists just shine and take flight, man. Shout out to Sway, shout out to Corso, shout out to Bino, shout out to Ariana Marie. Just watching my artists just become who they are, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just watching them, just sitting in the studio with them. They inspired me to start writing. You know what I'm saying? Just watching them, just be them. You know what I'm saying? And anybody who I helped watch them get to the next generation, next stop. Anybody I gave straight direct contacts to help them get ahead. I just love me being able to do that. Because a lot of people in the industry, they try to hide numbers. Like, I ain't gonna give you P. Diddy number. Like, if I can't use it to utilize it, why would I hide this man's number? Like, yo, go ahead, brother, be great. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people hide numbers. Like, be great.
Yeah, black people, like you said, man, black people we be afraid of each other. We be afraid that the next person might have, and sometimes that happens. Sometimes the next person got a better talent than you, and that's just gonna happen. But what we be doing, we be so afraid, and I think that comes from a place of not being self-centered. When you self-centered, it's like there's a saying in Islam, right? Whatever God got planned for you, nobody can take from you. And but the way that we be thinking, and whatever you're not meant to get, you're just not gonna get, right? So
True.
It's almost like it's some people who have access to Diddy, they got access to Dr. Dre, they got access to a lot of people. But if you don't got the talent, if God didn't give you that talent, if God didn't give you that talent, it don't matter that you got the information, right? And then you got people who don't got the access, but they got talent. So I just think like if we was just to shake hands and you know and remove some of that jealousy and that envy, then you know things could be a little better. But we about to get up out of here, right? Because it's about to be an hour, and I know you got to go.
I got 10 minutes to spare if you need, but I'd rather when I come to New York or you come out here, let's do a podcast. Let's start reaching out to the black youth. We can even donate. I want to do some giveaways this year coming up when kids go back to school. I want to get book bags away and the things of that nature to help kids. We can feed the homeless. You come out here, whatever you want to do. We can start a program, mentor program, bro, and you know, give money to the children. I don't mind to see somebody do well. I even told one of my little homies, if you graduate school, I got 1,000 for you just to graduate, bro. Like just to keep him, you know what I mean, focus on graduating, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Inspire him to want to graduate. I'm just 1,000.
Now that's a fact. Somebody got a question. They said they trying to move to Atlanta too, but is it really freaky out there or is it all cap?
Now these niggas is different. These niggas is but I'm saying, but this the new generation, because if a nigga trick you to going down another nigga, you was gay from the start, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like I feel like niggas weird because first and foremost, I'm a real nigga. And I'm not popping no perk that I said a sex pill, no E-pill with another man. That's just gay right there. That's gay off the rip. And no female in the room, me and you popping perks together, that's weird. I don't know what's about to happen in here. So I'm alleviate myself. So, you know, I don't play shit like that. So
I say that all the time. Right? I said when dudes go to jail, you got dudes that been down 20 years and they never do no fruity stuff. And then you got dudes who be in there 2 years. 2 years and they doing all type of stuff. You already had that in you in the street. You had to have it in you. Because how is it?
But we gotta be careful because you say too many gay things, they might ban us and block this whole shit. So now I mean, it's not disrespect the gay community. We're not disrespecting y'all. It's just like how y'all don't condone gang shit. We don't condone. We don't. That's not our thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not. I don't live that way in life.
Look, I'm just saying people gonna do whatever they're gonna do, right? But I just
respect the real ones though. If you gay and you gay, I respect you. But it's the niggas who be trying to be low key with it. Nigga, be yourself. Nigga, I don't care what you is. That's on you. You gotta live that life. That ain't my shit. That ain't me to judge.
Oh yeah, I definitely listen. I used to play football in high school with a gay dude. You know what I'm saying? He knew not to play. You know what I'm saying? When he used to try to play certain games, like people used to be like, "Yo, bro, we don't play with us like that." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'm saying, back in the day, it was like we didn't it was always a gay kid in our community. Don't ever get that shit fucked up. The nigga always played jump rope. The nigga always want to play with the girls and all that shit. It was always a nigga in the hood like that. Everybody's hood. Nobody can never say that. But it was a respect level on how they carried themselves back then. Now these niggas just like disrespect you. Hey, what's up? Hey, nigga, don't talk to me like that, fam. You respect your boundaries. I ain't that type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? And then if you sock one of them, you get a charge. But if they jump you, do they get a straight charge? You know, they jump a straight nigga. Do
Listen,
they get a
at the end of the day, look, as long as you don't say no slurs, you good, you heard?
Yeah, as long as you don't touch me, I'm pretty good. Cause like I said, it's a lot of gaping industry. It's a lot of cool ones, no funny. Like, you know what I mean? It's a lot of cool ones that be about business. Like, you would never know until they tell you. Because some people handle it respectfully. You know what I mean? Just like a lot of people don't know I'm a gang member until I throw up neighborhood on stage and I'm out and about. But when you handling business, nobody know who you are until they know who you are. You know what I'm saying? So if you're about your business, be about your business. I don't care what you are, gay, straight, midget, tall, whatever. I don't give a fuck what you is. Be yourself. As long as you're yourself, I respect.
So somebody said, oh, somebody violating the hood, man. They said that LA Crips be mook as hell. I don't know what they talking about.
Yeah, I don't know about that, man. Like, you know, that's some shit you gotta tap in with you out there about, you know. I know the homies I chill around there with it. I don't know what set that is over there, but I know the homies I tap with ain't on that.
Yo, but what I was gonna say, so if anybody missed anything on this, right? Make sure y'all like the video so it could circulate. He's talking about because in St. Quentin, gang members be raping each other. I mean, I don't know, man.
I'm saying that nigga was like we just touched that topic. That mean that nigga was like that before he came in there.
You gotta understand. A lot of times, I heard a story. I heard this dude say a story like this, right? He said his father raped the dude in jail, but he said his father raped the dude that tried to rape him. So he said it was. He said it
was. What kind of get back is that? That's crazy. That's. I'd have stabbed him. All that get back trying to rape him to get my rape back. That's weird.
Yo, listen. He said it wasn't about sexual gratification. He said it was about dominance. He said this dude. He said, all right, you know, in society they say that too, right? They said rape is not about sexual gratification; it's about power, right? Somebody said get back gang. Yo, it's about you know, whatever the psychology of rape. They said it's about power. They said it's not about the act or the sexual gratification, right?
Right. They keep that power. Keep that power.
So basically, this dude tried to say that. He said that a dude tried to rape him because trying to show his dominance over him. And he was saying they was in the cell, I guess, locked in. You know how it is when you locked in themselves, man. It's kill or be killed sometimes.
I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So he was like, this dude tried to take his buns, and he was just like, he overpowered him and took his buns, right? This is something that they used to do in the Roman Empire back in the days, right? They used to rape some of their soldiers.
Like, that's not Africans, by the way. African brothers, we didn't do that. That's the other people. We didn't live
so now on the real, they used to rape some of these Roman soldiers to discipline them. This is how they used to discipline them. This is another way that the white man used to rape the black man here in America, right? So this is an actual thing, right? They used to rape the slaves, right? The strongest slave, they used to rape him to break him down. It does something psychological.
You had to kill me. You had to kill me back in the day.
Look, it does something psychological to you when you get raped, right? It's called butt breaking, right? So the point is, this dude said he raped son because son was trying to rape him. And
why he just knock him out? Why he just knock him out and then leave it like that? Why he had to go up inside that man?
Because again, he was trying to prove his dominance. And no, this was a white dude too, right?
I'm saying once he beat him up, that was dominant enough. Why you gotta be like, I'm gonna go inside this nigga now because I knocked him out? Like,
because now I guess in his mind now you own him. in his mind. You know, I don't know, bro. I don't
Yeah,
know, bro.
that was way off. You my brother. That I didn't want to even indulge in that. Like, you know what I mean? To each his own. I
Look,
guess. I guess he want to be dominant.
yo, look, I'm not saying I would have did it. I'm just saying this with the brother, this with the dude. He was a white dude, I think, at that. So this is what he said, you know what I'm saying, went down when he was up there, you know what I'm saying, in the mountains, you heard? He said, you know what I'm saying, he was get back gang, you heard? Look, man, I ain't saying I'll do it. I ain't saying I'll subscribe to the same methodology. I'm just saying this what this dude tried to say, that it wasn't about getting off. It was about showing his dominance. I don't know.
Son been playing with booty, man. That ain't his first rodeo, man. He thinking like that. That wasn't that man's first rodeo.
So look,
But
if
off that topic, you know, let's go let's go back.
so look, we about to be out of here. So if anybody missed this interview, or if anybody wasn't paying attention, what is one thing like you want them to take from this whole thing, this whole conversation, or like to take from you, or knowing you?
For me, just if I like, you know how a lot of rappers say, if I can do it, you can do it. Like, listen, I really came from jail. I was facing life in jail for murder. I'm home. I'm doing something positive. I really just met my kids for the first time coming home from prison. So, you know, that's a big part of me. My kids really kept me home because I always lived the street life, but I see it's more to life than just trying to prove some shit for niggas. You know what I mean? Because you know me, VC. I'm always in the box with the other homies. I'm always cracking it off. These niggas sit in the crib with their feet on my TV.
Yo, hold on. I ain't mean to cut you off, but they don't call me VC no more.
Whatever,
You know what I'm
man. I
saying?
know VC, my brother. But you know, a lot of homies wasn't, you know, getting it cracking. I had to keep going back and forth to the box to get the crib back again. And, you know, I just noticed that I was doing it, me doing it so much, like, damn, like, who got me after I keep doing this shit? Who? And then who's gonna hold my kid down if I'm out here in the streets? You know what I mean? Of course, nigga love blazing my baby mamas, but, you know, they ain't really taking care of me. You know what I'm saying? So what you learn from me is just, if I can do this shit and really change my life around, ain't no excuse, really. Like, real shit. Like, I'm a real street nigga, and I changed my life. Like, so I'm just saying, it's more shit out here than believing the hype. You ain't gotta be a head drug dealer. You ain't gotta be the best crib. You nigga, just get your money. Really focus on you. Really, I say focus on you until you get right onto a platform to help other people. Don't give your last dialogue because you think you have to. No, get you right first. I always say that. Get you right first. Because a lot of people will use you till you got nothing. If you got nothing, they ain't there no more. So get you right first. And shout out to my brother VC on here. Even though he want me calling VC, man, for this podcast is dope, man. Yeah, all y'all subscribe to his YouTube channel. He a real brother. Now, I mean, I ain't saying against my homie. He a real person. I've been in jail with him. He's a real person. He ain't backing down. He real. So don't think as a man. He put his dean on. He took a shahada. He on his dean that he ain't that person. You know what I mean? And you know, I still got your back. If anybody even come at you sideways, I still take that flight to New York. You know what I'm saying? You my people.
Now you know that Lewis. You know when you do something to the boogeyman, you become the boogeyman. You heard?
I'm trying to tell you. But nah, I respect what you doing, bro. Like I respect more what you doing. Even though somebody may think, because I'm in the music world, I'm a bigger platform, but what you doing, you came home and straight got this channel popping on your own. You know, you built it up. Shout out to you. I respect you for doing that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And keep doing this shit, bro. Like, real shit. Like, keep doing that.
Yo, real talk, man. I appreciate you giving me the time. I know you missed the big dog out there in the A, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you doing this documentary. I ain't have to pay you. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we trying to do good things in the community and be examples, man, especially coming from the lifestyle that we live. And like you said, if we could do it, if we could think positively, if we could change our mindset, change our environment, you know what I'm saying, that anything is possible. So with that being said, I'm gonna put his information on the description below. Remember, he said that don't mean you can send him your music, but I will put his information on the description below. I'm gonna put his social media and stuff, and I'm gonna put the link to our part 1 conversation where we was talking a little more how we met in Rikers Island. So, yo, I love you, bro. You already know. Soon you gonna see me down there in the A. You know what I mean? I seen you last time I was down there. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing you again when I pull up. So I appreciate you, man. You stay safe out there. Stay hyper vigilant and keep doing your thing, bro.
Yeah, definitely hit me up, man. When you get up here, you got free time now, and no matter how big I get, no homo, like Nigga, it's always free of charge with you if you family, my nigga. I don't care about none of that. I don't do this shit for the clout. You know what I mean? I do this for the culture. You know what I'm saying? So you always
And
got
you heard that here, and that's on the set, man. Neighborhood.
neighborhood. You know that old gang or don't gang. Rich
I
Rolling.
yes, I still, bro.
Easy.